sit back in your seats, get something to eat, and watch this movie. Don't let the kiddies see it, because, well, we'll let you hear the beginning first. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Closet Chat. I am Sunny.
I'm Rainy.
So, Rainy,
Yes.
what brings you here today?
I went down a weird green pipe. Not I don't know where it came from, but it went down there. How about you?
I somehow ended up underground.
Underground?
I'm not sure how I got there either, but what a coincidence. I also found a green pipe, and now I have no idea where I'm at. It kind of feels cramped.
Yeah.
Like we're in some sort of closet, but different from our normal closet.
Yeah, I don't see our usual things in here.
And it smells like mushrooms?
Oh, I like mushrooms.
Me too.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun.
Anyways, so if y'all couldn't tell by our introduction, for today's episode,
We're gonna be talking about the Mario movie that just came out.
yeah, so it came out probably, what was it, last month?
Like last month.
Around that time period. And yeah, so we both saw it separately.
Separately, yeah, this is the first movie we had to see separately.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I remember, you were the first one to see it.
Yes, and I intended on seeing it again, but then you ended up seeing it with your mom, so I was like,
Yes.
oh, okay, that works out.
Just get it out of the way, and oh my god,
Not gonna lie, I do want to see it again.
I do want to see it again.
So, okay, so for those who are not familiar with Super Mario, if you're not familiar,
Where have you been for the past 30 years?
yeah, that's insane. But basically, the franchise follows these two Italian brothers. They kind of look like plumbers. And, the whole point is to save Princess Peach in the Toad Kingdom or whatever. Mushroom Kingdom.
Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, that's right. There I go. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Sunny. Sunny, you're a bigger Nintendo fan than me.
I know. Woe is me. Not even getting my facts straight.
Oh,
It's okay. That's about right.
What, you've not being straight, or you're not getting your facts?
Both. I can't do anything straight. I can't even draw a straight line. I need a ruler. I either need a ruler or I need someone to fucking straightify me.
Oh my god. Okay. But
so yeah, the movie basically follows that, except differently.
So it's, from what I've gotten, it was pretty much like the first few games that were to establish Mario as a character.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what this movie was loosely based off. It still had a lot of it still was based on a lot of things, but you can tell that they're also trying to do their own thing.
Yeah, so a bit of a slightly more unique plot. A lot of references to a lot of the games from the series, same old characters. And I guess we will first off start with a spoiler-free review of the stuff we liked and disliked. So, Rainy, my dear host, would you like to start off with your own pro?
For my own pro, I think the top of my list is the fact that the animation was just so beautiful.
It was top tier.
It was so top tier. And funny enough, this is the same company who made the Minions, which you don't really have a good relationship with.
Let's say the little short in the beginning of the movie was very fun. Very fun. So I agree with that. The animation was so detailed and yet not too hyper realistic.
Yeah,
where it was uncanny.
Yeah, they didn't cross that, and it was just, and it was really amazing. Some of the action with that animation just looked so breathtaking, and I was like, oh my god, I love this animation. This animation is beautiful.
Yeah, and then it's like, there are aspects that are pretty realistic. Like for example, upon my first viewing, I do want to watch it again, but upon my first viewing, I noticed that you could see like the lip creases,
Yeah.
like details like that, and yet once again, it doesn't take away. If anything, it's just highly impressive with the amount of detail they like put into the movie, and it's really cool that this animation studio was able to like get to that point.
Oh yeah.
That's like really awesome. So so yeah, good at animation.
Yeah.
I guess for my pro, I liked the pace of the movie.
The pace of the movie?
Yeah, like I liked it for the most part. In general, I feel like the pace was like a good fast pace to where it didn't overwhelm you. However, I do feel like that could go into a con of where it doesn't give you much time to
Process.
and really it's like you don't have those quiet slow moments because there's always like music or some sort of background sound happening.
Yeah, like I was gonna say like that was my issue. Because the first thing is like it's a very short movie. It's like just barely under 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's only so much you can do within 2 hours of a movie. And the fact that they crammed in all that, it felt like the pacing was way too fast for me, as
Mm-hmm.
well as it felt like there was just not enough time to go into depth for certain things. So
Mm-hmm.
I felt like, oh, maybe if they had more time, like a longer run time, maybe the movie wouldn't feel so crammed and rushed. At least that's for
Yeah.
me.
No, yeah, I definitely agree with that because, like, I think for what it is, I think the pace is okay. However, it's like you said, I do wish there could have been more depth than what we got because I think it would have been interesting if, because there were some instances where I felt like there was a bit too much fluff and too much
Yeah.
time spent on one thing when it could have like been like the focus could have like switched over to something else. There could have been like more development, or I don't know. Like I do have some suggestions and ideas. However, I think that'd be more in the spoiler territory, so I'll hold off on that. Put a pin on it.
Yeah.
What about is there anything else that you personally enjoyed?
The voice acting.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay, so just so you guys know, like we stated before, more or less, we have pretty much grown up with Mario, more or less, and so we know, Mario's usual voice actor, or the way his voice usually is. So for this movie, when we heard that it was Chris Pratt voicing Mario, I know a lot of us were like, no, that's not.
Yeah, it was
Right.
pretty controversial
Yeah.
when it was first announced because, like, I mean, first of all, I personally don't like Chris Pratt as, I would say more so as a person than an actor because, like, yeah, he's done pretty good acting. However, I feel like it's been kind of subpar recently. But no, he actually did a really good job for Mario.
Yeah, like I was actually surprised because I think it's just because for me, I'm so used to how Mario usually is in the video games.
Mhm.
So to hear him voiced by someone else, but still sounds like, it still sounds like it's Mario. It just doesn't like, I don't know. I'm trying to get my
It
words.
feels more grounded, I guess.
Yeah, more
Because
grounded.
if you like, you could have gone for the whole Italian accent and stuff like that. I think it would have been fun, especially if you had more of like a New Yorkan voice. That's
Yeah.
one like maybe downside. I feel that was kind of like missed opportunity. It'd been fun to have that New Yorkan accent because like in the movie, Mario and Luigi, like they're from like a American Italian family,
Yeah.
and they're probably, I would imagine, to be like second or third generation. I don't know, but that's my biggest assumption. But I think it makes sense to not go like full on Mario voice because that probably would have gotten a little bit annoying.
Annoying, yeah.
Well, not annoying, but it's just the person I went to go see Mario with, that was his comment. He was like, imagine having to hear all those wahoos the entire movie. And I'm like, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, I probably would have I was so glad I didn't have popcorn with me or any food. I probably would have thrown my food at the screen because I was like I would get annoyed by that. Because like the constant ones. But yeah, I mean that voice acting, when that's like that's one. Like that one, like I was surprised like how well that act came out. Hands down, my favorite is Bowser's.
Bowser was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's voiced by Jack Black, and oh my god, that man, voice acting, just you cannot. Like,
He
oh my
is
god,
so talented.
he's so talented.
Like, whether it's like voice acting or actual acting or just the kind of person he is, like, he's really cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, Bowser was definitely, like, I think he's a fan favorite.
Oh, yeah.
1000%.
Especially the song.
There is some singing, guys, and it's pretty fun.
It's so amazing. Oh my god.
We shall elaborate more later.
Ah! Okay.
When it does come to the voice acting, I did like Toad's voice acting as well, but honestly, the only voice acting, like the voice actor, I didn't really, at least initially, care for was Peach's.
Yeah.
And for me, what I didn't really like about Peach's character in general is the fact that they lost her like hyper femininity. Because I really liked that about Peach, is that, you know, she was very like elegant. The way she talked was very like, I guess, almost gentle and very soft, but then she had a lot of fire within her because, I mean, she could fight, right? She could do all these different things. And like for the movie,
like they took away that femininity. Right?
They took it away in terms of her personality. Because she still looks like Princess Peach and all that stuff. However, it's like I like that about her, and it's not to say that like, you know, her like femininity equals her being the damsel in distress. Like that's not what I want at all. But it's like I'm kind of sad that they took it out. However, I do think it makes sense for the movie.
Yeah.
Because like, I mean, yeah, I guess it just makes sense. So, I mean, I didn't really care for it, but for the movie itself, like, it's not that much of a loss, I guess.
Like, if we were to have it as a two separate timelines, that's how I like to think about it. The movie Peach is completely different than video game Peach.
Yeah.
That's how I like to see it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're definitely pretty different, but I don't know. I once again, just missed opportunity,
Missed
man.
opportunity, yeah. All right.
So, I like the music.
Music was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was so many, like, the soundtrack, there was a lot of references to the Mario games. Especially, there was one song that actually got a little bit of controversy, which was the Donkey Kong rap.
Really?
It didn't get credit. Like, the people who created it didn't get credit in the movie.
Jeez, really?
Yeah.
I did not know about that.
Yeah, like, and a lot of people have actually been saying that, no, you gotta credit the artist, because, like, the artist doesn't like the rap, but it's still, they made it.
Yeah.
They have to be recognized. So I'm just like, that's pretty shitty. I don't know if they did it on purpose or if they did it on accident, but...
I mean, if it was done on accident, I would say that's pretty... Like, how do they do that?
Yeah, how did they do that?
Like, you can't really miss stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like, I wonder, you know, maybe they did have some sort of agreement with the artist. Maybe, like you said, the artist doesn't like the song. Maybe they don't want to be credited with it. I mean, I honestly have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
I mean, yeah, like some people who have played because the Donkey Kong rap came from Donkey Kong 64.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a lot of people who played that game, they know the artists.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, you still need to be credited because even though you don't like it, you still took time to create it.
Yeah.
It's your work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, that's understandable. But again, like you said, they probably asked not to be credited. Maybe we don't know what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah,
we only know
speculation.
We only know what's out there. But if it was agreed on that they don't get credited for it, okay, well, let's respect the artist's wishes that they don't want to be reminded of that. Yeah. But if it was, there was nothing about that, then yeah, the digital release, they have to have it on there because it's only fair.
Yeah, I agree with that. So yeah, that's a bit of a dark mark for the Mario movie, I suppose.
Yeah,
I know that. So
sorry. All right, but back to the music. Music was great.
Yeah, other than that, the music was great, and yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I like the way they I guess these new renditions of soundtrack from the games was really cool. Recognizable. I like the instrumental like versions, and it was really cool. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, like, oh my god. I think I could easily tune out the dialogue and just listen to the music, and I'm just like,
Honestly, yeah, I'd be down to like just listen to the soundtrack while doing
yeah.
Another thing I really enjoyed was the environment.
The environment was beautiful, yeah.
It was fun, colorful, especially okay, I'm not gonna talk about, but let's say like Bowser's Castle and like all these different places, the Mushroom Kingdom. Like I think they did a really good job of like doing the environment, but also incorporating like the actual like gameplay elements, like of
Yeah.
moving tiles, um, a lot of stuff like where you have to what's the word? Jump around.
Platforms?
Yeah.
Sunny, do you mean platforms? The
No.
platforms to jump?
No, I meant the word for when you're jumping around and doing cool moves.
I don't know the word. Sorry.
Like from the episode of The Office.
I don't watch Office.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
where they're vaulting all over the place.
You mean vaulting?
No, but it is like that.
The jumping around.
Well, they're jumping around. Like those people on YouTube who will like
Parkour.
parkour.
The moment you said people on YouTube, I just
Yeah,
was like,
basically, there's
parkour.
the environment is like built for parkouring, and like yeah,
I'm surprised Nintendo hasn't made a parkour thing for people who want to parkour through the Mushroom Kingdom and such.
oh, like almost like an amusement park type deal, but like it's specifically like parkour.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, that'd be a fun idea.
Yeah, Nintendo. You gotta get on that.
Honestly, yeah. So ignore my inability to think of words. But yeah, parkour.
Yeah.
Parkour the movie, Mario.
All right. Let's see. Now, the rest of my pros do go into spoilers, so
Ditto.
I don't know if you want to just.
I might have some. I guess when it comes to one con that is not a spoiler, it'd be the ending feels rushed to me.
I think that will connect to the fact that the movie didn't have like that big of a runtime, so that's probably why it felt rushed.
Yeah, it kind of felt slightly undeserved, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I will elaborate more on that in a few minutes.
Alrighty.
So I guess I guess we are ready to go into spoiler territory.
Oh yeah, we are.
Okay, guys. So for those of you who want to watch the movie or don't want to be spoiled, or little wusses,
you can
leave us alone.
You can leave.
Leave.
We'll see you
Go
next
away.
time. Go away.
Go
Shoot.
away. Shoot.
Shoot.
Damn. Okay. Fine. Now the cool people are with us.
Yeah, people who actually watch the movie.
Or people like me who just like spoilers.
Yeah, that too. Okay. So, would you like to go with your first spoiler pro?
Sure. So, let's see. I really enjoyed the relationship between the brothers.
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi. I really liked seeing their dynamic, how different they are, the contrast that they are, because you see it in the beginning of the movie. So, spoilers, of course, like that's where we are. There's two different worlds. There's the regular, human world where it takes place in New York City. Luigi and Mario are like from an Italian American family.
I think the third generation.
Yeah, they're generation third generation?
The third generation.
The third generation, that makes sense. And they're trying to create a business of being plumbers, and it's like, they're kind of like the butt of a joke for like the city.
Yeah.
And even towards like their own family. They don't take them seriously. And that is something I really enjoyed was the whole like reference to the live action Super Mario movie.
Yeah, that they were originally plumbers.
Yeah, so they did a bit of a so the movie starts off with a commercial, I think.
No, it starts off with Bowser invading.
It does, but
The commercial starts after that.
yeah, so basically in introducing Mario and Luigi, that's when it's introduced by a commercial. And it's very fun. I liked it and
It gives such like 80s vibes, and I'm
mhm.
like, yes.
It was so fun.
Even though we weren't born in the 80s, we've seen the remnants of the 80s, and we're just like, yes.
Yeah, we've seen those old commercials though. Like
Yeah.
yeah, so it was really fun. And we get to see like the dynamic and contrast of their characters, not only from like how they interact with each other, but also how they interact with their environment. There's a point where they're running through the city and Mario is like confidently like parkouring everywhere while Luigi is like, kind of stumbling about, like kind of making a mess of himself. And yet there's instances where like Mario will create an opening, like he'll open the door of a gate
For
that he
his,
jumps over for Luigi to go through.
yeah.
So it's like you see that Mario cares a lot about Luigi. He's like a big brother.
Yeah, and then there was that one scene where Luigi had a flashback where he was making a castle and Bully destroyed it, and Mario stepped up and protect him.
Yeah, also I think that flashback was very, very funny because like they were baby Mario and baby Luigi
Yeah.
with how they have like those little soulless dark eyes.
Little dots.
Little dots. I thought that was funny. And they were like I really wish there was like a bit of more like humor in that because it's like they're wearing their plumber's outfit.
Yeah, I think Illumination they had to go on they had to do a lot of the be on reference for a lot of Mario
Well, yeah, but
designs.
it's like I think there was a missed opportunity in like kind of like making one of the characters comment about it, or I don't know, basically show some self awareness to show they're like, wow, that is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I just if only Nintendo would.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of missed opportunities like that where it's like they took themselves slightly a little bit too serious, or it's like there could have been some fun, like meta humor, even. I don't
Yeah.
know. I think there would have been some like fun instances.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but still. Oh my god, all those moments so cute.
It was very cute. It's very nice. I very much enjoyed their relationship.
Yeah.
And that would lead into one con I have. Unless you would want to like bring your own pro or con.
Oh, I would like to hear your con first.
So I am kind of sad that there isn't that much focus on Luigi.
Yeah.
And by that I mean we do get development and we do have moments, but like the development at the end, I wouldn't say it was out of place. Like I liked seeing that development. However, it's another one of those things where I say the moment kind of felt slightly undeserved. And by that I mean it would have been really nice to have seen like Luigi like attempting to escape or something along the lines of that. Like I wish we could have seen more of a struggle for him and
Yeah.
instead of trying to, basically sitting there doing nothing in a cage over lava. I mean, to be fair, it's like, what can you do in that situation? But still, it's like, it would have been nice to have seen him try, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess for this movie, he had to be the Princess Peach. For
Yeah.
the video games.
Yeah, but it's like, still, it would have been, like, nice to have seen, like, more of that. Maybe even more interactions between him and Bowser, which...
Oh, yes! So before we continue, yes, everyone, we saw all the Luigi X Bowser stuff.
Yes.
I especially was bombarded with it before I watched the movie.
I was bombarded with it before we did the podcast.
Oh yeah, I showed you some things. But yes, we know about it. And yes, we ship it.
Honestly, yeah.
We ship it.
I do ship it.
Yes. Just oh my god. Like I think there was that one moment where and it is gonna be spoiled, but where Bowser has Luigi in his clutches and he does the
Mustache twirling
twirl
action.
and it was just like
It's like ooh la la.
I'm like, oh my god, I would have said something if my mother wasn't right next to me.
Yeah, that moment was kind of saucy. I was like, ooh. Ooh.
I'm surprised she was like, I don't know what she was thinking, but I'm just like, oh my god, yes.
That's trolling action, yes. But
Oh.
so where I was going with the whole like Luigi thing.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. So I saw a YouTube short the other day that was talking about like, Princess Peach and stuff,
Mhm.
and kind of going with what I was talking about, the whole loss of her hyper femininity. And there was a comment that was talking about like, hey, a really fun suggestion. Like, what could have happened is like, what if like both Luigi and Princess Peach got captured? And so Mario, he's like, yeah, he's trying to like rescue his brother, but also there's like, oh, there's Princess Peach. That's why Toad could like go with him, like other characters, right?
Yeah.
And then Luigi and Princess Peach, they're trying to escape together. And I think that could have been really fun.
Yeah.
And like heck, you could have even had it where it's like, oh, like Princess Peach and Luigi try to escape, but only one of them are able to escape and meet with the rest of the group.
Yeah, that actually would have been a lot more interesting. It would have shown that
Mhm.
Luigi did try to escape.
Yeah, and plus I think it would have been really interesting and kind of refreshing to see more interactions between Peach and Luigi.
Yeah, because like I think even in the video games they don't get a lot of interactions.
Yeah, and I think it would be really cool if like Peach was the one who actually brought like Luigi out of his shell.
Yeah.
Because Mario is like very confident and all that stuff, so he doesn't really need a boost in terms of that. He has the confidence and strength. However, Luigi, he kind of lacks the confidence because he feels Mario, is always there to protect him. So like it would have been cool if like someone he never knew and like I just think that would have been really cool.
Yeah. I think that was a big missed opportunity.
Yeah, so once again, I just feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities. However, for what the movie is, which is, just a simple family movie, like it's mostly aimed towards kids.
Yeah.
So it's understandable why it didn't go like deeper than it did.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit disappointing to think of all these like ideas and be like, oh, they could have done this and that. However, it's like, at the end of the day, it's a kids movie. It was pretty good for what it was, especially with the runtime, like you said.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right.
Honestly, that was like, I think my only thing. Oh, one of my cons was no Luigi x Bowser.
Yeah.
Cowards.
There was not enough.
I think that could have been fun too, because let's say if Luigi didn't manage to escape and he ended up staying, there could have been more interactions between him and Bowser.
Yeah.
And maybe it could have been fun if like Bowser was like, she like you all try to escape and yet she's the one who left. Like what? Like, and you were here. Like, man, like I don't know. I feel like that's also like an opportunity there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then maybe it's like, because what is Bowser's biggest motive for Pete in the movie?
I think it's just that he just wanted to prove that he was strong enough to marry her. I felt like that. I don't know.
Well, why did he want to marry her? Is my question.
I don't know. That's actually the question I've been asking for the video game. For the video games for so long. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know.
I think for the video games, it like makes sense, right? Because like it's a video game, it doesn't need to go that much into detail. Well, I guess something about Bowser is that I would have liked to have seen is a little bit more maturity. Does that make sense?
Maturity.
Because he has the junior, right?
Bowser Jr. and as well as the Koopalings.
Yeah.
They were not. I don't think they were even.
They weren't in the movie. Yeah.
They weren't even mentioned. I don't think at that point he had them.
That would be an opportunity for like if there's a sequel, like maybe Bowser escaped or something, and then it's like, yeah, he had kids and stuff, so like, he comes back, there's still conflict and strife. However, it's like it would have been nice to be like see more maturity, like, him going from like a party animal within his castle to just being like a grumpy dad who still wants to like kidnap Peach, except he's like, I need somebody to raise these kids with me.
Yeah. If there is a second movie, that That's the plot.
Yeah.
That is your plot.
Yeah, there you go, guys.
There you go, elimination.
So, yeah, that's kind of what I meant by, like, not necessarily maturity, but it would have been, like, interesting to see that aspect of Bowser.
Yeah.
Also, like, be a single dad and, like, big monster dude with kids. Like, that's kind of adorable.
It is. It is. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about a pro, but then we
Go
got
for it.
talking about everything else. The Easter eggs.
Mm-hmm.
All the Easter eggs in this movie, you can tell that this was a love note to not only Mario, but to Nintendo's games as well. For example, in like you said, the first scene where Mario and Luigi are running through the city to get to their first job, someone pointed out that whole thing is actually the very first level of Super Mario Bros. Like the whole platforms, the whole obstacles, like all of that was referenced to the first level of Super Mario, the very first level.
Really cool. And
Yeah.
that was in the scene where they're running through New York together.
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
that
no, I did not know about that.
Yeah. And then like when you go into and then later and a little bit later when you go into Mario's room, you see references to all other Nintendo games. Especially when he's playing the video game, he's playing Kid Icarus.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my god, this is almost like a love letter to Nintendo themselves. That was like really amazing. And then like as you continue going, you see more references to all the games. Like for the power-ups, there's fire flowers, there's the red mushroom, the blue mushroom, the cat bell, the tanuki leaf, the ice flower.
There's a tiny mushroom too.
Oh, that's what I said, the tiny mushroom.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah, it's the blue mushroom.
The blue mushroom. Yeah.
And I was just like, the moment, I've never seen the blue mushroom before this movie. Mm-hmm. So when I saw it, I was like, that's not the power-up. That's not the usual power-up. Mm-hmm. So when he ate it, I was like, oh, so that's what it does. I
recognize it because in one of the Wii games for Mario, Super Mario Bros, where you play as like you can play 4 people, Mario, Luigi, and then 2 Toads.
Toads, yeah.
And I don't know if it was introduced in this game. However, you can use it in certain levels to like go through certain obstacles that were more suited. It was very cute.
Yeah. And oh my god, the cat bell. I fell in love with the cat bell.
Mario Cat is very cute.
Oh my god.
I wish we saw a Peach Cat.
I want to see more of the cat bell. Just because I love cats.
Great.
Yeah. But like that, I love all the references, all the Easter eggs. It was it was just amazing.
I think that would definitely warrant like a second viewing just for that because I'm pretty positive there were so many things I missed.
Oh yeah, like I swear if we did go watch it a second time, I would be pointing out all of the references because I've already went through YouTube looking through all the references and I'd be like, look at that reference, look at that reference. I'm going to be very annoying.
No, I'm wondering if they're going to, like, if they do make a sequel or something, or they make it, like, a series, I wonder if they're going to introduce Rosalina.
I feel like if it's going to be a 3-movie series, they might introduce her in the very last movie.
Yeah, because they have, like, one of her stars, right?
Yeah, that star scared me.
I love that star.
That star scared me, and that's saying something.
I thought that was so fun, guys. Like, honestly, every character is great. Even when I have my gripes with them, like, for example, Princess Peach, like, I still enjoyed her character. Like, It was still fun.
I have my gripes about Donkey Kong.
So, one of my cons is straight up Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
I don't like the Seth Rogen laugh when Donkey Kong, like, at first I was like, oh, okay, cool, this is nice. And then he did the Seth Rogen laugh, and then snuck it in a few times throughout the movie, and I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I actually wanted to punch Donkey Kong because I don't know. I think it is Seth Rogen's voice. Like the fact that I heard it and I was like, that does not sound good.
It does not. It doesn't makes like the voice doesn't compliment him. It doesn't suit him. I don't think, and like I don't think he did a bad job necessarily. However, I don't know.
like you can tell he was trying to put himself into that character when really he should just lay back a
That's
bit.
the problem I have with like celebrities being the voice actors, because like it's first of all, it's not good for the voice acting like industry, right?
Yeah, because the actual voice actors, they're losing potential to get their names out there because a lot of them have been working in the industry for so long and some people still don't know who they are.
Yeah, and like that, and it's just the fact that they're professionals at it. That's their job. Celebrities, like, yeah, they can be actors and stuff. However, that doesn't necessarily equate them with being voice actors because that's like a whole different realm of acting.
Yeah.
So I just think, I mean, for some celebrities, like, I don't think it's bad. Like, in the case of, like, Chris Pratt, like, even though I don't like him, I do think he did a good job.
Yeah, like he had some he's had some voice acting under his belt before.
Mm.
Like he knows how to do this.
Yeah, and that goes to show, like, with how he did Mario. Like, I think he did pretty good. And,
Yeah.
like, Jack Black, obviously, he did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, he's had
so.
like an equal amount of live action and voice acting under his belt.
Mhm.
But then like Seth Rogen, it's like mostly he does a lot of live action acting. And it's just like I don't know any voice acting he's done that really sticks.
And also, it's like with his acting, like to be fair, I haven't seen a lot of his acting just because I don't really care for those type of movies. But like, I don't know, I feel like his sense of humor is kind of juvenile, and once again, it's like you said for the voice acting thing, like he inserts himself into the character. So it's not really him playing characters, it's just, oh, Seth Rogen is in a movie.
Yeah.
So I'm not the biggest fan of that, to be quite honest.
Yeah. I will admit, when Mario and Donkey Kong were in a beast's belly and they were trying to work together, at that point, Seth Rogen did put a lot of skill into that voice where Donkey Kong felt really low.
Yeah.
He did a good job with that voice.
Yeah. I think he did pretty good. Like, even in the beginning, like, you know, he did a very good job of, like, doing the arrogant, like, you know, youth kind of deal.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I thought it was fun. Honestly, like, it just ruined it for me when he just did his laugh, honestly. I was just cringing. I was like, oh, no, Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Like, can you just not do your Seth Rogen laugh?
Yeah, just don't do that.
But yeah, I think that was the majority of my gripes and likes. So if there's anything else you would like to add?
I would say I think pretty much all my cons have been hit. Any pros that I have, I guess the one that I want to say is all Bowser moments were hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know Jack Black steals the show every time.
Oh, right,
Doesn't
the
matter.
singing
And the song. Oh my
Yes.
god! If you guys have not heard the song, please pause this podcast and go to YouTube. Put Peach song.
Yeah.
Bowser.
Also, that little wizard guy, I forget his name, but I'm pretty positive he has like a massive boner for Bowser.
Oh, yeah, I actually I know a little bit of Mario lore. That Koopa,
Yeah,
basically raised Bowser.
he basically raised Bowser, and yet he has like a massive crush on him in the movie. You have to agree with me, right?
I could
The whole like when they were like role playing, like him and Peach like getting married low key, yeah. And they were like about to kiss or whatever. Like that Koopa was like into it.
Yeah,
he was into it.
Oh, yeah, I will admit, yeah.
He's like a creepy old man simping over like Bowser.
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, I don't know if you raised him in the universe of this movie.
True.
That'd be kind of awkward.
Yeah, but in the video game, he did raise Bowser.
I wouldn't be surprised if in the movie he was just like there with Bowser by his side for a very long time. So it kind of probably had that dynamic.
Yeah. It was amazing.
Yeah, those were one of the funny moments as well. There's a lot of good funny moments. Good humor, I would say.
Yeah.
There was a lot of laughs from me and from the audience when I saw it.
Yeah, like me too.
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, and then I guess that's pretty much all the pros and cons I have.
ditto on that. Yeah, I really liked the Mario movie. I would recommend it.
Me
If
too.
I were to give it a score, I would give it a B plus.
I would give it, yeah, I would give it a B plus. Like, it's really good, but there's so many missed potentials,
Mm-hmm.
as well as there are just some decisions that probably would have needed a second opinion on. Like some of the voice acting.
Yeah.
Some of that would need a second opinion. Characterization for Peach definitely should have just be should have at least have that femininity in her.
Yeah, because I mean, at least she still physically, like, has that and all that stuff. However, it's like,
The characterization was just more like she was a little doing more tomboyish than feminine.
yeah, which is like, you can't, it's nothing wrong with having that combo, but like, I think that would have been really fun. And
Yeah.
plus, like, it's like, I don't know, I really dislike the whole, it's like how some people are like anti Barbie with the whole, all the pink and all that stuff and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you don't want girls to like, know that's their only option. But like, girls should know that's an option. They should
Yeah.
be able to enjoy the color pink just as much as any other color.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's just it's like we need to let everybody have options. Like, do
Yeah.
they want to be super feminine? Do they want to be very masculine? Do they want to be androgynous? Just
And
let them
same for
choose.
boys. Like, I mean, it's like the whole concept is like, as a kid, like, I loved playing in the mud. I liked doing boyish things. I had a collection of those car toys.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels, yeah. I forgot the name for a moment. And however, one of my biggest dreams was having a princess dress and wearing makeup and eventually wearing like high heels someday. Like I had very like feminine like stuff that I really enjoyed. It's
Yeah.
like there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, like I mean, yeah, like have like let Princess Peach be feminine.
Yeah.
At times, yeah.
And yeah, no, I'm very much excited for the Barbie movie. Speaking of,
Yes, we gotta go watch it.
yes,
Especially since the actress who's playing the main Barbie, I'm calling her the main Barbie, is the same actress who's played Harley Quinn in the Suicide movies.
Oh, she's gonna do good.
Oh yeah, and I'm excited.
I'm excited. Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, no joke. I even saw a bag at my day job that gave me such Barbie vibes.
Oh my god, I love that.
Ugh. Okay.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us on this episode. Please go see the Mario movie if you haven't already.
Yeah.
And it's just very fun. I enjoyed it. If you have kids, take your kids. They will love it.
Oh, they'll love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Mm-hmm.
I bid you a good afternoon.
I bid you a good evening.
I bid you a good night, sir.
I bid you a good morning, madam.
Thank you. Good day.
Good day.